Would you quit your full-time job making $23 to $45 an hour, killing your body, working construction, to move to a new state where your pay is cut down to $13 an hour, working part-time? Well, that's exactly what I did to chase my dreams of becoming a content creator, a day trader, and a part-time poker player. No, I did not expect that to rhyme. But that's really what I did. I quit my job to chase my dreams. And a lot of people thought I was crazy in my comment section. Even somebody went far enough to say that it was the worst decision that I ever made. But in my head, this new generation is making money in different ways that does not include you working a 9-to-5 job. That's an old mentality, thinking that the only way you can make money is by clocking in and clocking out. That's the safest way of making money. That's not the best way of making money. And I don't like safe, I don't like comfortability. I'll put myself in an uncomfortable situation before I sit around comfortable. And that's why I hate being comfortable, because when I'm comfortable, I just end up watching videos or bullshitting, going out, doing bullshit. I moved to Vegas from California. Luckily, my family is out here, so I didn't have to worry about finding a place to live or a place to work. The opportunity was already there. Obviously, the job is not as good as my previous job. The place to live it's 100% what I needed, and it's my own space. You see, many of you guys may not know me. My name is Cedrix. I moved out at the age of 18, and many of you guys may not know that. Some people were joining my journey since then. This channel has been around since then. It's just gone through a couple of name changes. Initially, this channel used to be called Josh's Journey. Welcome back to Josh's Journey. My name is Josh, and today we're gonna be talking about the plan on becoming a millionaire. I don't really mean the plan on becoming a millionaire. One day I am gonna become a millionaire, no doubt, but steps by steps, you know what I'm talking about? This is actually the plan on becoming self-employed, becoming an entrepreneur, whatever you want to call it. Just being my own boss, not working a 9-to-5. Cause that's literally last thing I want to do. I work a 6 to 2:30 in the morning shift, so it's like a 8 to 10 hour shift, but it's night shift. That's even more exhausting. See this right here? It says dream. Cause yeah, I dream big. J. Cole once said,
they don't know your dreams and they can't shoot them down.
I don't know what he meant by they. I mean, that just means anybody. But I'm gonna do the opposite. I'm gonna let everybody know my dreams, and they still won't be able to shoot them down. And the reason I started this channel is because when I moved out, I realized how hard life really is. How hard it is to budget, and I was starting to learn about investing and creating wealth. That was when I was 18. Now I'm 23. Clearly I haven't put into effect all the things that I've learned, mostly because I was alone. I had no guidance, no help. I just had myself and what I thought were friends. Slowly those friends started dwindling out, leaving me with a couple of real ones. Since then, I've come to find myself. Found out I really do like my middle name better than my first name. That's why I go by Cedric. Josh was too basic, and I felt like that it was an identity I wanted to get rid of. I'm most definitely a different person than I used to be back then, and it's for sure for the better. Back then I also started learning about meditating, reading, and all the good habits, and I have been trying my best to do all the good habits, but there are a lot of phases in life where they seem to go into the back of my mind and all my bad habits seem to take over. I like to call those demons. For those of you that are spiritual, for those of you that believe in that, I don't understand why you wouldn't, but demons roam around, and let me tell you, for those of you that are not from California, they are very present in California, but the only problem is the people don't make it seem like they are. So that's why they're able to silently attack the people. I started becoming very spiritual around 2022, 2023, after going through a couple of occurrences. I did end up in the hospital. I ended up without my phone and without my wallet.
Yes, you heard that right. I ended up in the ER.
Bro, that just feels like I'm playing GTA.
I am lucky to be alive because I almost got alcohol poisoning.
Ooh, this shit fat now. I got a bruise. This weekend was crazy. I went out to go see my homeboy X-Trax. He invited me to his son's party, then he invited me to a club, trying to get into that club business. I couldn't say no. I almost lost my life due to alcohol poisoning. And at that point, many bad things were happening to me.
Honestly, a lot has happened. First thing that has changed is I am once again unemployed, but I am applying for jobs. Another thing that has happened is they broke into my car. They broke the driver's side window, popped open my trunk, and stole my sound system. I gotta pay $200 for that now to get it fixed. That's what happens when you don't have an emergency fund. Another thing is rent is due this week. I honestly don't have enough. I am gonna get this job, but obviously I'm not gonna be able to get paid from this job by when rent is due.
I started realizing the only reason bad things were happening to me is because I was doing bad things. So the only way to counteract that by doing good things. You know, it's not always easy to do good things. It's not even easy to know what's good from bad. A lot of people can't even decipher that. I feel like that's what life really is about. But back to the top. I'm thankful and very grateful for my family. My mom, my aunt from California, my aunt and uncle from here, my brother. And after everything I just showed you that happened in 2023, I'm grateful for my dad because he opened up his arms after I got evicted, and that's when I moved to North Carolina with him. Since moving out, I wasn't the closest with my family. I was trying to be independent, and it felt like I had left to then want to come back, you know, even better, to come back with all the riches and everything I wanted and be like, look, this is what I was doing. But instead I was doing a whole lot of fuck shit. And that's why I came to a conclusion to move to Vegas. It got me away from the people I know, which is not the worst things, but it's so hard to say no to going out or to, you know, invites and stuff like that when they're only a 10-minute drive away, or they can pick you up, or this, that, and the other. Whereas in here, I really don't know anybody but my family. My little brother, which looks up to me. My mom, which has helped me since day one. My aunt and uncle, which are also helping me at the moment by providing me a job. Thankfully, my other aunt, she reached out to me because we were here and I had said I was going to live in my car in LA. Then she told me, you can come move into my apartment. I don't want you to be living in your car. I'm only where I'm at because of my family. If I didn't have my family, I'd probably be homeless. I'll be real. I've said that since day one. Since a couple of years ago, I've always said that to the people that I tell my story to, especially my mom. And my mom didn't believe in me as much as she does. I wouldn't believe in myself. That's why I strive to become above average, because in my head, I really just want to retire her. I want to be able to pay for this house. I want to be able to, you know, have her stop working. Obviously, my actions in California did not show that. But that's where I had to learn up until this point. I had to learn, and I have learned a lot. I genuinely have learned a lot, and my eyes have been opened. A lot of you guys may not understand. You guys may not understand the decisions I make and why I make them. You guys may not understand the path I walk, where I expect to go, what I expect to be, but I do. And that's why I guess I get offended when I see your guys' comments wanting me to be like you guys. I'm not like you guys in the most respectful way. Like, I understand you guys. Congratulations on your guys' success. Congratulations on your guys' journey. Everybody has a different journey. Mine had to do with me being broke, failing and failing and failing and failing time and time again. I'm not scared of failing. I'm actually more excited to fail than to do good, because then if I'm doing good, sometimes I feel like it's just luck. But me failing 100% of the times leads to a learning lesson. I just have to learn from it. I have to put in action from it. With that being said, though, I'm still on the same journey. I'm still going to be debt free. I'm still going to be a millionaire. It's just a matter of time. You guys may be wondering, how are you going to be a millionaire when you just cut your pay more than 50%? Plain and simple. Following my dreams. Last time I mentioned that if I were to put in the same effort that I put into construction, into my own things, I believe God will bring back even more. Somebody commented down that there is no God, there is no this, that, or the other. I forgot what the comment was, but it blew my mind that somebody was able to comment that, to say that, when there's so much proof in this world that there is a God and that God is real, and that doing good brings you good and doing bad brings you bad. It's crazy to see, but it just makes me it just makes me realize where people really are in life. I could care less about the money. I genuinely could care less about the money. I could live broke for the rest of my life. It's not about the money. It's about the freedom. And the best freedom to have is your time and energy. That's why I quit my job, to have my own time and energy for myself and my businesses and my hustles, my skills. I'd rather focus on myself and the things that I like to focus on than some bullshit job where they're draining you from your energy and killing your body. But the way I'm gonna do it, the way I'm going to become a millionaire after cutting my pay more than 50%, is going to be simple. My first step is going to be to acquire my first $10,000 in assets. On top of that is going to be to pay off my debt. Some of you guys may know I have a secret asset which I will actually be receiving in about 75 days. So it should be by the end of 75 hard, which is great. I need to work on my habits and my discipline so that when I receive the secret assets, I don't blow it. On top of that, paying off my debt. How am I gonna do that? Luckily for me, I do have a job and it does pay just enough to pay off my bills. But speaking of bills, since arriving, I haven't had much to my name. Luckily, like I said, I'm able to live with my mom, and I was patiently waiting for a check to arrive in the mail. But just a few days ago, I received a call from my old job, and I was told I wasn't able to take a loan off of my secret assets if I wasn't working there anymore. Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. Take a $3,000 loan off of my secret assets so I could stay afloat. So my bills, they've started to stack up. Some of them overdue, some of them about to hit, and my bank account is negative $40, at least from the last time I checked, because you know, whenever it's down that low, you don't even want to look at it. Like I said, my job is barely enough to pay my bills, but with the amount I'm gonna be making, I'm barely gonna be able to pay some of the overdue bills, and it's still gotta wait until next Friday. But that's when the game plan hits, man. That's when the game plan hits. I have put myself in a situation. Yes, I'm reading this. I literally wrote a whole, dude, I write this shit, alright? I write shit. It's gonna help me start making more videos again, because I can't just keep it all up here. I have now put myself in a situation where it's basically do or die. And like I said, it's not purposefully. I was expecting a check to be able to pay my bills, but everything happens for a reason. Maybe I wasn't supposed to receive that check just yet, just because I would have blown it or I would have been left comfortable. Thankfully, I'm uncomfortable. Since being here, I have been working on my habits. I have been working on my fitness, on my health, but I think it's time to double down on what I learned from TJR. Now, I don't know which video is gonna go first. I obviously recorded them back to back, but I just passed my first evaluation account, which costed me my last $300. $150 from the evaluation accounts, the trial and error, and $150 to activate the account. Thankfully now I can make money from trading, but I have to be smart with my risk management and not blow the account. The account cannot hit negative $2,000 or else I blow the account and I fail, and then I gotta start a whole new evaluation. Now that I passed my express funded account, it's time to make some money off of trading. It is going to be a lot of risk management and psychology, which I'm still working on, and patience. Okay, the way Top Step works is you're able to take out a payout after having 5 profitable days of $150. After that, you're able to take out a payout, but you can only take out 50% of your profits. It's not something I'm expecting in a snap of a finger. I don't care how long it takes. The only thing I care about at the moment is going to be 1, paying off my bills, and 2, not losing this account. So here's the whole point of this video. My goal is going to be $10,000 in assets and paying off my debt. And yes, that'll include my mom. If I don't accomplish this goal, I'm leaving it up to you guys what my punishment will be. This goal has to be accomplished by the end of this year. By January 1st, I have to accomplish this goal. If I for some reason don't accomplish the goal of $10,000 in assets and debt free, then you guys get to decide what my next tattoo will be. I don't know about where, but you guys will be able to decide what it will be. With that being said, let me tell you guys my stats at the moment. My debt is currently at $17,805. Assets, $123. And my total net worth is at negative $17,682. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am going to start daily uploading, as well as uploading each stream's VOD. If you guys do want to watch me live stream every single day, me trading from market open 6:30 a.m. Pacific time to whenever I hit my profit goal or my daily loss limit, make sure to hit that follow button on the kick down below. I appreciate you guys for the support. I appreciate you guys for the engagement. For those of you that, don't have the most positive things to say, but continue saying your opinion, because everybody's entitled to their opinion, and you guys really don't know half of the things that happen behind closed doors. So I appreciate you guys. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Remember, stay positive and enjoy the vibes. See ya.